Children, I am going to derive third equation of motion, that is v square equal to u square plus 2as. So here v represents the final velocity of an object, u represents the initial velocity of an object, a represents the acceleration and the s represents the displacement. To derive this one equation, we have to draw the velocity time graph. Okay, so let the initial velocity of an object be u. After the time t, its final velocity has become v. Okay, so the initial velocity is u. After the time t, the final velocity is v. So whenever we are drawing the velocity time graph, we are representing the velocity along the y-axis and the time along the x-axis. So here along the y-axis, I am just representing the velocity. Okay, and along the x-axis, I am going to represent the time. Let the initial a body has started its journey from A. Okay, because its initial velocity is u, so this one will be equal to u. After the time t, it has reached to the point B, and the final velocity is v. So this one distance will be equal to v, because the final velocity is v. Okay, and the time taken by it is t. So the time taken by it is t. Okay. Now, as I have explained you earlier, that area of rectangle is length into. It means that if this one side is length and this one side is breadth, then the area is equal to length into breadth. Okay. So here we are representing the velocity along the y-axis. Suppose that velocity represents the length and the time represents the breadth. Then we know that velocity into time is equal to displacement. So the displacement will be equal to the area covered by the graph. Okay, so the displacement will be equal to area covered by the graph. So we have to calculate the displacement. So displacement will be equal to area, total area covered. What is the total area covered? That is A, B, C, D, and this one is O. So the total area is A, B, C, D, O. Area covered by this one closed up. Okay, and here we are seeing that this one figure is representing the trapezium. Okay, because here the two sides are parallel and the two sides are non-parallel. Okay, in case of a quadrilateral, if the two opposite sides are parallel and two opposite sides are non-parallel, then the quadrilateral represents the trapezium. Here the same thing is there, that these two opposite sides are parallel to each other, whereas these two sides are not parallel to each other. So this one quadrilateral will represent the trapezium. So the total area will be cover will be equal to the area of trapezium A, B, C, D, O. Okay. So this one will be equal to displacement, and we just represent the displacement by S. So the S will be equal to, we know that the area of the trapezium is half sum of parallel side into height. So it will be equal to half into sum of parallel sides into height. Okay. So the S will be equal to half. What is the sum of parallel sides? So here these two sides are parallel to each other. That is AO, and here this one is O. Okay. So AO is parallel to BD. So sum of parallel side means AO plus BD. Height means the distance between them, perpendicular distance between them. This one will represent the height, because this one is a perpendicular distance between these two parallel sides. So this one represents the height that will be given by the AC. Okay. So the S will be equal to half AO. AO. What is the value of AO? That is U. Okay. And what is the value of BD? Total BD. BD here, this one BD will be equal to V. Okay. And AC. AC, that is a time. Because OD is a time, then this one will also be given by the T. Okay. So, actually we know that in the third equation of motion, what is third equation of motion? That is V square equal to U square plus 2AS. T is not there in the third equation of motion. So we have to eliminate T from here. Okay. So let this one equation is equation 1. So we have to eliminate the time T. For this, we will use the first equation of motion. What is first equation of motion? That is V equal to U plus AT. Calculate the value of T from here. V minus U will be equal to AT, and the V minus U upon A will be equal to T. Okay, V minus U upon A, it will equal to T. Okay. Now, actually the T, what is the value of T? That is V minus U upon A. That is second. Now, put the value of T from the equation second into the equation 1. Okay. So, whenever you will put it, then what will happen? S will be equal to half U plus V, and what is the value of T? V minus U upon A. V minus U upon A. So S will be equal to V plus U, V minus U upon 2A. Okay. So cross multiply. 2AS will be equal to V plus U, V minus U. A plus B, A minus B is equal to A square minus B square. So use that identity, and this one will be equal to V square minus U square. So the V square will be equal to U square plus 2AS. And this one is the third equation of motion. I think so you have understood very clearly. So to derive the third equation of motion, firstly we have to draw the velocity time graph, and the displacement will be equal to the area covered by the graph. Okay. Then simply use this one thing and derive it, and finally, because we know that T is not there in the third equation of motion, so eliminate it using first equation of motion. So from first equation of motion, calculate the value of T, that is V minus U upon A, and finally put it into this equation number 1. Okay. And whenever you will put it, you will get the result, that is third equation of motion. Thank you, students.